Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Lawrence is going to fire one deep, middle of the feet. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted.
Good user.
The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road. You're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on. Long way to go in this one.
You don't want it? Kill. Hey, watch that. Show it.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold, Washington's got it. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Darnold, he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Pressure gets to him again. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Bang, 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 bang. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. No. Off. Check.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. The ball comes out, and the Vikings pick up the football.
Come on, man.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over, yet they are humans.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns.
That's my fault.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown.
That's my fault.
I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And that's complete to Adams. Touchdown, Vikings. Josh Adams, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
It's my fault, Trevor. 2 bad fucking picks on me.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And he's going to have the hook up with Sutton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Gordon on 1st down. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 47-yard line.
7-7, our score after 1.
With the score tied 7-7.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
It's our field. Ready? Check it back.
Running right, it's a handoff to Gordon. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 3.
Lady. 54
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
You can't block me. Lady. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Ready? Here we go.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Oh, weird.
Mike 54. All day, baby. All day, all day, baby. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Hey, lady. Blue draw, Porter. Check. Crunch, crunch, crunch.
On 2nd down, Samuels. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
We're going to start. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Lady. Pilot 64. Weak. Watch twins. Watch twins. Tight dog. Tight dog. Tight. Hey, lady. Check, check. Fresno. Fresno.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack.
So you're not even...
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
That's crazy.
They run it here with Gordon. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And, Charles, when you start talking about NFL kickers that have hit from 62 or further, it's a pretty short list, isn't it?
That it is, but how about the trust by a head coach to even let your kicker try from that range? That's really showing a lot of faith that he can get the job done.
Yeah, faith and guts. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Given 3 on first down, it'll set up a 2nd and 7. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence flushed out right. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. First down, here's the run with Cook. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
I blocked field goal, man.
60 Pittsburgh.
That shit still bothers me.
I'm going to run you over. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Oh, why is it down?
Throwing on first down. Lawrence forced out to his left. And he slings one that's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now Cook running right. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. From the gun, Lawrence. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check 31. Check 31. Hey, so 80. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Another goal line shit? I never seen somebody's goal line.
On 2nd down now, Samuels. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
It's 3rd and 7.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Pick your game up. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Ready. Young lady.
After the run, now Darnold to throw. He completes this to Sutton. That one a first down pickup of 8. Darnold going to lead the offense up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. On first down, Gordon. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Come on. No, lady. Come on, boy. Ready. Don't be scared of it. Check. Mike 55. Mike. Smooth. Eat.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. This is Johnson, he's got it. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Bro, what's up with this goal line look, bro? It's just so weird to me.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Kill.
On 1st down, it's Samuels. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the pass. Check 3. Ready. 36. Yo, lady. Check 37. Alert flare.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
22's coming. Mike. Ready. Watch right. Watch the screen. Ready. Mike 22. Go. Hatchet. Quick dad.
Darnold from the gun. He's going to let this one go deep. That's
joking,
incomplete,
right?
but
They're
there
joking,
is a
right?
flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, they've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
Can you turn around? Thank you.
Darnold, he lost the football.
Can I get some bullshit back?
They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their halftime hold now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Trevor Williams with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Yeah,
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
soon. I said soon.
They will run again with Coleman. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
You ever play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4? Those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Here we go.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And incomplete, almost intercepted. And a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
You got tape. Hey, lock it.
On the carry, it's Cook. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th.
70, Indy.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. A quick throw taken in by Diggs. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. Cook stripped. The ball's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 1st and 10, Lawrence. And Stills bringing it in. A good pickup there, 21 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kenny Stills, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
Tick, 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 like we've been doing all game. I'll do the same shit. That was trash.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Hey, watch it. Show it.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Check 24.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Back to the goal line. Weird shit, bro.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Kill, young lady. Hey, turn it up. Bang, 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 bang.
On the carry, it's Samuels. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
This nigga really make the clock all 4 quarters.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Check. Red 80. Slam.
Gordon. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two.
Never seen that shit before, bro.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check 43. Check 9.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
Barely getting first down is making the clock. All 3 quarters. I guess, bro. I guess that's how niggas play Madden now.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
They'll run with Samuels. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Check the backer. Check 52.
This is Gordon. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe. And now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. There goes Melvin Gordon. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Melvin Gordon. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. So here's Darnold now as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2.
Watch the back. Lady. Check the lady. Check.
Now it's Darnold. Whoa, what happened there? No good. Off the crossbar, and it comes back. A very poor effort from PAT distance.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Lawrence eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And he's able to find Diggs. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. This quarterback now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They run again on 1st down. Cook. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Hey, box truck. 6-6, pull it high.
To throw on 2nd down, Lawrence. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 21. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Lawrence. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Trying to get it that time to Stills. And it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter. Get it.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal: win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for Pittsburgh, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.